Hello, welcome to this sub-module where we shall be looking at introduction to PowerPoint. We shall base on some guiding questions that we have in the guide that was shared in class. So we shall get started straight away. So you click on the start button, then you type power, meaning PowerPoint. The application will be filtered. The application program that you want to display will be filtered, so you type there power, meaning PowerPoint. For this case I have PowerPoint 2013, but respective of the version you're using, so you click on the application, which is PowerPoint. It will load. So based on the question that we have right here, or the guide that we're using, as you can see, we have to insert the iron boardroom design as our slide. So when you look through this particular preview, you will see that we have iron boardroom design right here. So you click on it, then it will give you these many options that relate to iron boardroom design. So you can choose to pick any of these colors. I'll pick the very first one, the one which is displayed right here. So that's the one that I will use. So after click on that, you click on create. Now the purpose of this landing slide is normally to market you as a person who is going to make that particular presentation. Okay, so for our case, when you look at the information that you're supposed to present right here, we are supposed to make a presentation about nutrition. Therefore we can make our heading to be nutrition right here. So when I click on this, it will give you these guiding canvases here, so you can always click on them and adjust. Okay, so when you use this at the corner, you make equal adjustment. You use this, you want to adjust the height, or you can use this if you want to adjust the width. Okay, so I'll adjust this and as well move it up a bit. Then I'll type there nutrition. So I'll format this heading. I'll align it to the center, just like the way we did in Microsoft Word. It's the same thing here. So I come to paragraph section, then I center line it. I can as well bold it. Okay, now it is this section where I will put the details. So this landing slide always acts as your CV. Okay, it markets you as you make arrangements. So meaning you'll give information about your name, your job description, your academic qualifications right here. So with the PowerPoint presentation, it's about the art. You have to make sure that the colors, background, and the text, something that people can read. So for our case, this pink color against the purple background may not be visible. Therefore, we shall also change that font color, something that can be seen. Okay, so we can also bold and center align. Okay, we can as well start typing who is making this presentation. So you say bye. Okay, then you put the details of your name right here. Okay, so we can as well format this just the way you format the font in Microsoft Word. It's the same thing here. Okay, so I want to capitalize. Okay, meaning the first letters of each word should be in uppercase. Okay, what are my qualifications? So you list them, even if they're the ones that you don't have. For learning purposes, you can put them, but when you're working, make sure to put what you have. Okay, so for example, I can say Master of Science in Information Systems, Bachelor's of Business Computing, okay, Diploma in Electrical Engineering, something like that. Then you can put your phone contacts. It's recommended that you put the country code, okay, for example 256 934742. Then you can also put your email address, okay. So this particular page acts as your CV. I've just provided this information, and it's always recommended that you don't animate it, okay, such that as you're organizing other documents, people can be looking at this particular page, okay. So you can as well adjust the font size such that it is somehow visible, okay. So this is the landing page or the landing slide when you're making your presentation, okay. So let's look at the next task. The first page should contain the subject matter and your details. Give it a wide bold font. So see, we insert another slide and outline the different food nutrients and insert any relevant images, okay. So you'll go to the insert menu, then on the left here we have the new slide. Now to pick a slide depends on the content you want to display. For example, we want to display two contents. We want some image somewhere, we also want some text somewhere. So therefore I would prefer the two content slide design. So you click on it and it will give you provision for title and the rest. So what you want here is to outline different food nutrients, okay. So we shall type that there, food nutrients. That will be the title. So we can also center line this, go to home, then on the paragraph section we center line it, okay. So we need to outline some food nutrients right here, okay. So we have proteins, for example, we have carbohydrates, okay, we have vitamins, we have fats or lipids, then we have minerals, okay. So we need to insert an image somewhere here. So we'll just click on this particular icon for pictures. Now for your case, you'll already be having your pictures on your computer, the ones that you will be able to use when you're making your presentation, okay. So for my case, I'll just create a simple picture, okay. So I'll open Paint, then I'll just save any shape as an image such that I use it to demonstrate. So I'll save it on the desktop as demo. So I'll save it right there. So when I go back to PowerPoint and I click on, and I don't need this paint, and close it. So you click on picture, then I'll go to the desktop, then I search it, call it mute, Okay. So I have it right here, so I'll double click so that image should be able to appear there. So that's how you insert the image on your slide. So we look at the next task. In slide 3 we outline the 3 disciplines that make up food science. So we go to insert, then you look at the new slide, which is right here. So for this case we just need title and contents. Okay, so we say disciplines that make up food science. Okay, so you can outline any that you know. Click right here, then you go to home, then you click on the outline and say, for example, biochemistry, maybe microbiology, food engineering, etc, etc. Okay, so those are the outlines of those components. Okay, so we move to the next part. In slide 4 we insert a smart art to illustrate a simple catering organization structure. Okay, so to do this, still we need title and content. So go to insert, then we pick title and content, then we say catering unit organization structure. So when you look at this particular content area, we have these icons, we have the table here, we have the chart there, we have the smart art, picture, online picture and video. So what you want is a smart art, so you click on it, then you come to hierarchy, then you pick option 5, then you click the OK button. So you'll be able to fill this according to your experience of the catering unit. Okay, I'm just using this as samples. You will fill them according to your experience of the catering unit. So this is the organization structure that we have. So we look at the next part. In slide 5 we insert a table and a chart. The table should have food items and total cost. Use default Excel data to generate the chart. So we shall insert the next slide with title and content. Okay, so you can say items, just for learning purposes, say items and their costs. Then in this section, like I said, we have charts and etc, so you click on chart, then we shall take the default, which is a column chart, then you click the OK button. So it will take some time to load. Okay, so automatically it will be able to launch Microsoft Excel. So you can give these titles as item. Then where we have series 1, you can say maybe this is quantity. Then here you can say this is unit cost. Then here we can say this is selling price. Okay, so we can name these items. For example, we have sugar, we have water, we have rice, we have soda. Then you put any quantities of your choice. Maybe here we have 6, here we have 20, here we have 10, here we have 5. So I assume the unit cost here is maybe 5,000. Okay, then here we say for water, say the unit cost is 2,000. Then for rice, we say 3,500. Then for soda, also we say 2,000. Okay, so the selling price will be unit cost times quantity, or quantity times unit cost. Okay, so you put the equal sign right there, then you click on the unit cost and multiply times, then you click on quantity, press the enter key. This icon will appear right here, so you click on that drop down, then you overwrite all. It will be able to give you this. So the aim here was not to study Excel, but just to show you that actually you can be able to link PowerPoint to Excel. So we can close this Excel view. Okay, so in case you want to access this again, that is the datasheet view or the Excel view, you can click on edit right here, then you say edit data if you want to edit from here, but you can also edit it from Excel. For example, when I click on edit data, it will display the same content or the spreadsheet from which I generated this chart. Okay, so that is how we insert the chart and have some link to Microsoft Excel. So let's look at the next part. Okay, so insert footer, date, time, and the page numbers. So that is part G. Okay, so we go to insert, then in this section where we have head and footer, so you click there. Okay, then we want date and time, so you select this. In case you want the date to be fixed, you click on this, but for our case we want the dates and time to be updating automatically according to that particular date. So you'll click on this drop down and pick the option which has date and time, any that has date and time. So you click on it. Then we also want the slide number. We want the footer, which can be your name and registration number, and your registration number. Then you apply to all. Okay, so we shall have that information displayed here: your name, registration number, date and time, and the page number right here. Okay, so we look at the next part. So we need to insert the random bars, transition, then camera sound. So you come to transition, then you look for random bars right here. We have this. In case you don't see it displayed automatically, click on the drop down here and you'll be able to get the random bars. So you click on random bars, then the sound right here, we want it to be the bomb sound, so camera. So you click on that camera sound, so you pick camera, then you click apply to all. Okay, so it will be applied to all slides. Then the next part is to insert the Floatin animation on your slides. Okay, so we move to the very first slide, we highlight this particular content, then you go to animation, then you click on Floatin. Okay, so when you click on it, as you can see right here, you notice that all of them are popping in at the same time. So therefore we need to highlight each at a time such that they're given a sequence 1 to 3 up to the next. Okay, so you highlight, then you click on Floatin, highlight the next, then you click on Floatin. So you do the same for the entire content that you have. Okay, you highlight, then click on Floatin, highlight, click on Floatin, highlight, click on Floatin. Okay, so the same applies to the image. Just click on it, then you click on Floatin. Yeah? So that is how we prepare our animations. So in case you want to make a slideshow, you come to slideshow right here, or you click on this particular icon at the bottom right here. So when you click on slideshow, it will give you options right here from the beginning or from the current slide. So for example, I can say I want to start from the current slide. So I click on it, then to display for me that. Then I tap the button, so I click on the mouse to be able to make a presentation. Okay, so this is how you make the animations. So I'll escape this presentation, then we move to the next part, which is to set the pages or the slides for printing. Okay, that is part J. So how do you do it? We go to the file menu, then you click on print. Okay, so it will give you a preview where only one slide is printed per page, but for our case we want something that has more than one slide. So I come to this section where you're seeing full page slides, click on the drop down, then you pick any of these options, but recommended, I prefer the 3 slides, that is a handout, such that people are able to take some notes as well. So when you click on that, this is how it will appear. So implying that as you're making a presentation, people can be making their own notes. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in the next presentation, which is Microsoft Excel introduction.